Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. I'm a little bit on the late side today, don't worry about it. We're not trading the PPI anyways here, but in regards to today's session, keep in mind I live on an island, guys. I live on an island and I have some internet problems sometimes. We're trying to do everything we can to fix this and make sure that it doesn't happen. But unfortunately, this is the island life. Sometimes I have no internet or randomly electricity falls out. You know how it goes. That's the thing about streaming here. Overall, I hope you guys are doing well. Absolutely amazing. Today was a massive day, massive amount of volume in the market during the London eventually. Need to share a trade with you guys. It was absolutely insane that we took with our community, with one of our top traders as well in our community. Absolutely amazing. It was an absolutely crushing trade. One of the biggest trades I can say of this quarter so far. Massive reaction. A lot of confluence aligning. We're going to talk about that trade as well. So for now, guys, we know that the PPI came out here. The question is that enough to see the reverse of the dollar right here? Well, if you look at the data and if you look at what actually came out here, then you can clearly see that right now, at this particular moment, we had a negative release here. All right, we had a negative PPI. This is not good. This is not good at all for the dollar. Yet the dollar is holding way stronger. It's actually not even moving. All right, that's very interesting. At the same time, when you're looking at other charts, such as, for example, let's say, what else do we have? We have the Dow Jones here. Japanese yen, massive run up. Euro, massive dump for the euro here. Look at that. Euro absolutely tanked today after tapping into this minor candle right here. Look at that beautiful minor in the size candle right there. Look at how it reacted. Literally tapping into that zone and selling off from there in the euro index. Wow, what a confluence we had. At the same time, the yen made that massive move to the upside. All right, so the euro against the yen was an absolute banger of a trade. We're going to go over that in a second here. But yeah, regardless, we're going to wait till the volume is, it's a little bit more stable. The price action is a little bit more stable. And then we're going to look for, any particular setups right here. All right, gonna be interesting. Very looking forward to what's going on here. I want to show a couple other charts with you guys real quick as well. We have gold. Very interesting what gold is doing. Gold is of course creating new highs right now. I tapped into a zone. It's actually holding very strong right now. Let's take gold up as well. Where's our gold chart? Let's have a little look here. There we go. Gold made that massive run up here. We saw that bounce from this particular zone in 3 hour. We tapped into that area on the 3 hour. We came back and we just pumped from there. All right, so we're looking quite bullish for gold right now, especially with the news of the dollar. This is quite interesting. Yet at the same time, look at the dollar. The dollar is not really moving a lot, which is quite interesting. We have a little bit more news coming for the crude oil inventories, but I do not expect that much happening for the dollar here. We're gonna have a close eye on the dollar here. What I want to see right now, if we are coming down, which is definitely still possible, I just want to see this low getting broken. All right, the 104.488. I want to see this low getting broken. And then potentially from there onwards, we will see what happens. If we break that high, another story, right? It depends where we're going to break out to. I think this is the most important tool that we should look at right now. What is the dollar doing? Based on the dollar, we can look at the gold. We can look at maybe even the stock market and what's going on there. Overall, we're going to look at all the correlations. You guys know how we roll. Yesterday, we had two beautiful gold trades. Then after that, I think we also talked about a US30 trade. I don't know if you guys took that trade. Who took that trade? It was here yesterday. Who took that US30 trade eventually? Let me know in the chat if somebody took it. Overall, it was eventually a very good, a solid trade setup right here. Played out very well. Very nice setup. Oh wait, give me 1 second, guys. It's pretty much the same entries at all times here. We had the same entry for gold, the same entry for the US30, the same entry today for a massive trade opportunity that we took as well here. And that trade opportunity was the euro against the JPY. We talked about it with the community. Actually, somebody in our community saw or asked about the euro against Japanese yen. Then we started to look at the euro yen, and then we were like, yes, that has a lot of potential. It tapped into that zone on the 15 minute. It tapped into a nice area of supply. That was the first confluence, number one. The second confluence was that there was a lot of liquidity built up underneath this zone. Okay, number two. We had that fair value gap, that imbalance. ICT calls this a fair value gap. An imbalance underneath that zone. Okay. Number three. Then at the same time, then we look at the last high. Okay, this high took out this low. Or this high. Alright. So if we break this low and we close below it, potential trade setup. Alright, that was the idea here with the confirmation of the yen. So at the same time you saw that the euro was in that zone right there. And at the same time you see also that the yen tapped into a zone underneath as well. That was just right around here. And you saw that the yen was breaking this high here. The previous low. Then it broke the high. That was the confirmation to then enter a short for the euro against the yen. And the initial trade setup was pretty much simple. It was just something like, you know, this. All right, I'm already sharing a little bit. It was pretty much something like this. It was a very minor like trade. You want to take it to this low. That was the idea. Taking it to that low, somewhat around that area and take it. Same as what we saw with the US30, right? Exactly the same. Or the gold trade yesterday. But they decided to do something else here. This turned literally into, I think, the biggest trade of the quarter that we took with the community here. Massive trade, and even with our stop loss being quite, you know, bigger on the bigger side here, we just kept falling and falling and falling and falling until right now we are at a 25R with this, literally this actual like pretty big stop loss. All right. Some people took it lower. So that is absolutely crazy move we saw for the euro against the Japanese yen here. We actually took some of these trades right there as well. Yeah, we cashed out, you know, let me see if I have screenshot as well here. One of our biggest cash outs here for the euro against the Japanese yen. Everything made sense perfectly. And this is what we're looking for when trading. All right. This is what we were hoping for yesterday with gold. Didn't happen. Okay. But anyways, the intention is to turn always a smaller trade into a bigger trade. Okay. That is the idea. To turn a smaller trade overall into a bigger setup. With that mindset, with that idea, something like that in our mind, I think, you know, we have a lot of potential and we can really start nailing it, you know, in our setup here. Okay. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for one-to-ones first. If we can then take, you know, we can extend that position, we will, and we hold it. And that's how we do it. Of course, it took profits along the way. I didn't disclose my position all the way at the down side. Could have thought about it, but didn't. I like profits. I like taking profits. So this is super important here. Okay. So the dollar. The dollar is right now coming down. The dollar is coming down. This is what we want to see from the dollar. We want to see the dollar actually dropping. All right, makes a lot of sense to me, based on that news that we've seen here. Pretty much all negative for the dollar. So I would love to see this low getting broken. Oh, there we go. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, so we're talking about the dollar. All right, the dollar is dropping. If we see that lower low, right, the dollar getting weaker, is it then smart to look for a euro US dollar long? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat right here. XRG says yes, is there more confluence? Yes, liquidity above euro US dollar. Dre says no, Don says no. Unless you're going to the moon. Yes, yes. EU tapping. Euro weak. Yes. Okay, so the euro is weak. Okay, so yes, the dollar can be weaker. And it can be the dominating pair here. But in the end, if you look at the euro itself, just have a look at the euro right now, okay? This is the euro index. All right, so this is why whenever you take a euro USD trade, or you take a euro trade in general, where the euro is involved, you also look at the euro index, all right? Because if the euro index is dropping and the dollar is dropping, you might go into a long for the euro USD because you think, oh, the dollar is dropping, so I go long on the euro US dollar. But then you don't look at the euro index, all right? So you look at the euro index, and based on that, you will see what the actual opportunity is here. So okay, euro index, no. What about the British pound? What about GU? Is that a possibility here? Let's go to GU. Let's go to GU here. Has GU a chance here? All right. We have that gap. I think that GU has a better chance to look for a long here than the euro US dollar. All right, based on just what we're seeing right now, I think that GU will come up a little bit stronger than EU here. Man, that euro Japanese yen trade is by far the biggest trade of our private session we had here. Absolutely crazy. It just keeps falling. It's not looking good here. Wow, look at that. Anyways, yes, GU has potential if the dollar breaks that low. But at this particular moment, we're ranging. We're still ranging here. Okay, so this is quite interesting. So normally, you see a negative correlation between the dollar and gold. Okay, so the dollar is pretty much not doing anything. Gold is moving up. Okay, so the correlation is not as strong at the moment. There are a lot of other factors coming into play right now during these times here. It has to do with the overall economy, everything that's happening right now. You know, the sentiment of the market is very, very important to take in consideration as well. Then looking at the Nasdaq and the indices right here. So that's interesting, right? So the dollar is like stagnating. You know, at the same time, you see that the indices are also not really strong. This tells me the same thing again. You know, people are fearful at the moment. People are fearful. They rather have their money in in potential commodity pairs. Anything in that particular manner here. So yeah, be very careful also with longing like the stock market right now and this type of stuff as well. I understand when the dollar is weak, you might think, oh, okay, weak dollar means, you know, risk on, therefore, you know, stock market rising. Be careful, be careful. And this gold, you know, momentum of gold is actually a great example of what's happening right now. So in order for me to get a clear understanding of what's going to happen here, I need to see the dollar breaking a high or a low on the 1 minute or 2 minute time frame. Okay, we are coming closer and closer. This is the Sunday open, by the way. Okay, the Sunday open means that this is where we opened the market on a Sunday. All right, United States time zone, UTC -4. This means that we're right now on that, you know, particularly Sunday open range. The question is, are we going to close above it or are we going to close below it? So are we going to pull back or are we going to continue? All right, this is where it's all about here. We saw a beautiful dump on a Monday. Then on a Tuesday, we started to reverse. And then on a Asia session, or pretty much the London of today's session, we started to come up back to the Sunday open in the midweek. So now it's very important to see where we are going to close in general on a Monday based around the dollar. I think this is going to have a massive impact on a lot of different charts from there. Okay. Gonna be very, very interesting here. So yeah, for everyone who took that Euro Japanese yen trade, congratulations. Okay, Australian dollar. Very similar, also not looking particularly strong, very similar to GU. GU looks, in my opinion, a little bit better than the Australian dollar right now at the moment. Euro looks by far worse, of course, than both of them. I think that's quite clear here. When combining, you know, the other particular pairs, Euro against the Australian dollar or Euro against the British pound, Euro is by far weaker than most of them right now. YouTube says, US dollar, Canadian dollar sells. We can go over that. All right, we got rejected here in that zone. All right, this is nice. We got rejected here. This low needs to be broken. This is actually quite an interesting trade setup, by the way. I actually like this. It's pretty good. We have equal lows here. We have taken out that high here. We have taken out this particular high. The question is right now, are we going to break that low? So based on that, I would be interested potentially in a particular setup here. That could be interesting indeed. Like the US dollar, Canadian dollar is something definitely I will keep a close eye on right now. That sounds like a plan to me indeed. It's gonna be very, very interesting. What GU are you up to? Depending on the dollar. Okay. David says it's rare to see both dollar and gold pumping. Yeah, we see this sometimes, especially during uncertainty in the market. This is definitely what's happening. But yes. Yeah, be aware. Always confirm the correlations. It's not always a standard when everything is connected. You know, that it's always the same. It always differs, right? Sometimes money flows into different pools and so on and so on. So, same with the stock market. Very, very similar right here. So yeah, that has potential maybe. That could definitely be something interesting. I expected euro to drop, but not to that amount. Same for me. Absolutely. Bowser says when the dollar consolidates, even for a little bit, gold can pump. We're done. Okay. Philip says, I'm still an EJ from the private V2 session. There is still potential for sales. Could possibly explain why associated index are behaving this way. Yeah, it's actually quite rare right now. You normally see that there is a negative correlation between the dollar and between the Japanese yen. This time it was the euro that felt hard and the yen that came up here. So it actually went the other way. It was actually the euro and the yen that were negatively correlated. Very effectively as well. Phil says, that's crazy, man. Once more shows to hold winners, at least some partials. Understand that trade that we took here, eventually, and this is absolutely insane. It was like I'm not even sure how big it was, but I closed at around 250 pips, alright? This is where I closed that particular trade. 250 pips. I think it's like now, right now it's at like, it's at 482 pips since 5 hours ago. So it went down another like 200 pips, round about 200 pips after that. And in this case, you could clearly see as well that it was not a particular, you know, you could have taken that setup here from an SMC standpoint if you just trade supply and demand. You could take it from this particular candle. Right here in the 15 minute, you could have taken that one potentially here. This particular candle right there, you saw this one right there, tapping into that zone. You saw that reaction there. But I still prefer the same old story. The way I like to trade is personally waiting for that break of structure to the downside. Breaking that low. Then putting my stop loss above that zone. Sometimes if I'm quite sure about it, you know, stop loss above that zone here. But usually I place my stop loss above that zone. And that's it. And the moment we break a particular low, that's interesting. Stop loss goes to here. The moment I break another low, stop loss goes on break even or in profit. So yeah, that was that massive move here. In USD cut 4 hour, could the flip be a possible entry? I think if you break this low and the dollar comes down as well, then maybe there is a chance here. It depends on the dollar right now. So far, if you're breaking it high, we have to see and look for something else here. For example, we have, you know, GU potentially. GU has potential. If the dollar comes up. Now we're in that zone, but we failed to break that high. Are you think this abnormal movement from gold? It depends. I think it was a relatively good, yeah, understandable reaction from gold here. Lorenzo, please check gold on the 4 hour. Yes, okay. Yeah, we're coming up here. We broke that zone yesterday. We took the trade yesterday here. And now it's moving up. It's moving up. Slow and steady though. Slow and steady for gold here. Alright? Slow and steady for gold right now. How do you manage to keep your chart so clean? I do not use any indicators. That's number one. I need a couple of tools here. Just I need to highlight my zones, support and resistance zones, or my supply and demand zones, depending what you trade or how you trade. And then I need to look at the you know, either the liquidity, highlight that, or the trend line on the lower time frame, mark that as liquidity. And then I look at the correlation. So you don't need that much. James says, hey Lorenzo, with the Australian dollar news release predicted strong later and the US dollar news, would the Australian dollar launch be something you would looking at? Yes, exactly. That's actually a great valid point here. That's something I would definitely start looking at. Not that the Australian dollar at this particular moment is very, very strong here. But if that happens or changes during the news, then yes, absolutely. I would definitely look at this. Similar to, you know, let's say the British pound, I can say as well. And look at the yen, it's incredible. Let's look at the, let's look besides that, look at the US dollar Japanese yen here. Look at where it bounced from, guys. Like how accurate do you want to have it when looking at this right here? This is the Sunday open. That's exactly how we do it here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so the US dollar against the yen has been coming down tremendously as well, of course. But at some point, we have to stay realistic here. It's not going to go forever as well. So you always have to look at, okay, what could be the next possible range where we could see some resistance coming right here. And there is already a level that I would look at right now, which is kind of around this particular level right here on the daily chart. Okay, we could easily have one more pump, tap into that zone and see reaction to the downside right now. So nothing goes forever. You really have to look at it, you know, from that perspective that at any given moment you can turn around. And when you do, you are ready to look for a setup right there. It's not looking particularly strong right now for the US dollar Canadian dollar, I have to say here. So I'm looking for potential sells below that zone. All right, so if the dollar comes down right now, even while it's going up, it's not even reacting. It's not even moving. So if the dollar will come down, you will see that they're going to react. And I think that there is a big chance that we can come back down here. Maybe we can come up first before we go down. But this is definitely what we're looking for. Jeff says oil close to 2-year low. That's crazy. That's insane. Let's look at the oil price as well. I think more new volume will come into the market, by the way, very soon. I think it will take like not that long anymore. So yeah, be prepared for that. Okay, we're gonna be ready. Yeah, this is weak. Let's see. This is not looking good here. Okay. No, this is not looking good here. Quite interesting when gold is going up that much. Sandra says tropical shirt vibe. Yes, we're living in Bali, right? Sometimes we need to go a little bit more tropical here indeed. Lorenzo, have you heard about Picoin? Yes, I have. Gold, dollar. Yeah, gold is moving. Gold's going up here, but there is not. I would not look for any trades right now for gold. Absolutely not. At this particular moment. Unless we will turn around here and we create more weakness, then yes. If the dollar breaks that high and gold breaks that low, maybe it's gonna reverse during the open here soon. That could be something interesting. But who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen in regards to that? We have like 15 minutes left, I believe. But this is gonna be interesting here. We can look at gold if you want. You can I show you what I mean. But this is just something that you can that we can wait for right now. If we see this getting built up and you break that low, hopefully we need to break that high first, by the way. Break that high and break that low. Then yes, then there is a nice opportunity. Potentially if the dollar then tends to come up here. But so far nothing for gold yet. Definitely not. So yes, guys, if you like what we do yesterday, we had 2 beautiful trades. 3 actually, if you think about USD. Then smash that like button if you want to support the channel. We also have a beautiful, fantastic Discord community where you can join. Where we actually did this particular setup here today with the team. Crazy. Yes, you can join, link in the description. We're growing in a very rapid pace right now. We are almost at 7,600 members in our community here. Okay, US dollar, Canadian dollar is coming down, is starting to come down. All right, so this is interesting. This is good. Same time for gold. Gold is right now, I want to see gold breaking a high first. I would love to see gold too. Yes, this is what I mean. So, you know, dollar coming up, US dollar, Canadian dollar is not really moving. Okay, dollar coming down a little bit, US dollar, Canadian dollar is coming down straight away. This is what I'm looking at. This is what I want to see. So that means potential sellers entries here, depending if we can take it right there. Dollar is should be relatively on the bearish side. Who knows? We're not there yet. We're not there yet. But you know, I'm still looking at it right now. There we go. Keep a close eye on it. Same for gold. If gold breaking the high and then the lows, fantastic. If it just you know, breaks the highs and it you know, it doesn't break any lows, different story. All right, different story. More upside potential for gold still. Yet at the same time, if you look on the 1 minute here, we have been coming up in a very clean manner right now, very respected and clean manner. So if you do break that low, you know what's up here then. All right, you know what we can do here. Similar setups as always. We kind of look for the most similar setups whenever we have our, you know, scoreboard. We want to make sure that it's as accurate as possible, so that the setups are usually the same. So breaking that low is very, very interesting as well as for the US dollar, Canadian dollar. You think Crude will be buyable soon? If we see some bullish momentum here on crude oil, but for now it's a falling knife here. Okay, I would look at the daily chart first of all right now, maybe even higher. All right, the 3 daily chart, and start looking at the next potential setup or a potential zone where you can bounce from. Well, we bounced from that zone. We got rejected by it. Their next zone is right underneath. That should be around here. Maybe we're gonna see a bounce from there. We already bounced from it once. So maybe somewhat around the $67 mark. It's quite interesting, right? A $67 oil price right here. A lot of liquidity built up above. Taking out the lows. Yeah, let's see what happens when you bounce from that particular zone. Why short gold to USD cut? There's no confirmation yet. but we're looking to catch the reversal during the open, the New York Open, or the actual open here. We're talking about the New York Stock Exchange here. Okay, that's what we're waiting for. It's opening like 10 minutes from now. Sir, please check GU. Yeah, GU is just yeah, okay, we're seeing that we're still consolidating. We're still consolidating him. Brother Love from India, what do you think about the future Forex market? It's very hard to say right now during all these events here. The Forex market is definitely changing right now. It's definitely not what it was like a year ago. That's for sure. In regards to volume. You know, uncertainty in the market, fear in the market, geopolitical events, inflation. It's very news. It's all very news related. So yeah, the future is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Overall, who knows what's going to happen here, right? There are many theories that can come to fruition. Cam says, Lorenzo, I got a question. When trading, I use a trading view and my broker. Do I have to use the same broker viewing thing on trading view as what I make my trades on? No, you don't have to. You can also use MT4, MT5. You can use the terminal. I tend to use it for you guys. I created an account for you guys. That's all I did. So the reason why I'm doing it, because I like trading view. And I do not want to exit or enter trades in an empty MetaTrader and then also, you know, go on trading view to look at the outcome. It can be more confusing. So trading view, easy, you know, everything is happening in there. We can just trade from here and you see exactly what I'm doing. Lorenzo, I noticed you like to make limit trades like this instead of right-clicking and setting the limit with your mouse. Is there a reason for that? When I click on this thing and I click on to create limit, it automatically shows exactly already where my stop loss is. My take profit already set. Everything is already set. I just have to fill in my risk. If I would do it manually, then I need to move it and I need to slide it. It's fine. It's slightly easier. Alexander says, see you in September, bro. Bali, amazing. Will Forex market die in the future? I'm a full-time trader. I trade for a living. That's why I'm asking. Could be. Could definitely be the case here. I think there will be new markets and so on and so on. Like, you know. I would love to trade actually more volatile markets in the future, you know, like energy, the energy markets, or maybe crypto, depending on when the volume is back in the market. Would love to trade this as well here. The more volatile, the better it actually is. If you know what you're doing. How come such low risk? Don't you usually trade with 0.25? I haven't said anything yet, bro. I'm not gonna trade with 0.15 now. No, for sure, 100%. No, I'm not gonna just, you know, trade like with 0.15% risk when I have stop losses like these. No, definitely not. What should we do for a living if the Forex market dies? Trade other markets. There's more than Forex. There's more than Forex to trade. What higher time frame analysis is good for intraday trading? 1 hour or more. I get confused on which time frame to draw order blocks from. It depends on the candle. So don't look at just the don't try to look at specific market or specific time frames at all. Look at candle structures, all right? Candle structures are giving you the time frames that you need to see. So if you look, for example, at the 3 hour, maybe it's not the candle structure you're looking for, right? Maybe it's the 4 hour, the 5 hour, or even the 6 hour. Maybe that's the candle structure you're looking for. And then you can scale it down. Gold, what's gold doing? Yes, gold is coming down. Dollar is now at this particular moment holding above the Sunday open. Yeah, you want to break that high here, the previous high. Interesting. If the dollar comes up, of course, this is irrelevant, but then gold is more interesting. All right, there we go. We're gonna go. We have 5 more minutes, guys. 5 more minutes till the open of the New York Stock Exchange here. Could that be a catalyst for gold to come down or just to move further up? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? This could be interesting here. US dollar, Canadian dollar has potential. Okay, I'm gonna set an alert here. But it depends on the dollar here. If it's the other way, then gold is maybe more interesting. So it depends on which one it's gonna be here. US dollar, Canadian dollar short or gold short. That's potentially what I'm looking for. This was a fake out in my opinion here. This was just kind of a liquidity swipe here. I want to break this low. This particular low is the most important low. ZM Capital says 10 minutes, 200 EMA and TMA 200 cross. Be careful. Okay. I like EMAs. I like EMAs sometimes as well. Personally, I do not particularly like it on the lower time frame. I'm not a big fan of it on the lower time frame. On the higher time frame, absolutely. I think it's very reliable, actually. It's actually, for me, the EMAs are super good for macro. All right, I really understand. I really like it as well. For example, the daily 200 or the weekly even 200 EMA or the 100 EMA has been working very well. Can we break and close below? That's the question here. Is that a possibility? Is the dollar gonna bounce from there? Yes, the dollar breaking highs here, all right? And super important right now. The dollar is breaking highs, actually does the opposite of what the news release said here. The Sunday open, right now we are above the Sunday open as well. This is also important to take consideration. So the Sunday open is right there. We are moving to towards the 105 right now. This is important to know because this could invalidate our US dollar Canadian dollar potential setup. As you guys can see here, but gold will of course suffer from that a little bit. The open is in 2 minutes. We're waiting for this particular lower low. And then wait on the dollar to confirm that pullback and continuation. That could be the idea here. So dollar breaking highs, pullback, continuation, gold breaking the lows, closing below, pullback, continuation, something in that manner here. For how many years will Forex market go? What's your opinion? It's a good question. I cannot answer you that. I would be a little bit too yeah, I cannot give you an answer, bro. I cannot tell you how long Forex will be. I'm not a wizard. I have no idea. But as long as it's here, and we're gonna trade it. Okay? Okay, we're coming down. We're coming down, dollar's moving up. Volume will kick in right now. There we go, massive pump. US dollar, Canadian dollar for now definitely is invalidated. Wait for this here. Even though we have these lows here. Can we reverse? Yes or no? Could happen. It could happen. And now we could be led into the wrong direction. We see the open and we reverse. But let's see. Let's see how we close below the zone. Super important to see right now what's gonna happen here. Alright, we're tapping into that range. Similar setups. Very similar. Okay, we're breaking it. We're breaking it. Okay, there we go. New York open. Stock exchange opened right here. Dollar pumping. GU coming down. US dollar, Canadian dollar, of course, not relevant right now. Gold is where it's at. Gold short. I would not be surprised if we can come down with gold right now here. All right, we have 1 minute candle closure right now above here. This is important for the dollar. If you look on the 1 hour here, you see that the 105 is already relatively close here. So do take that in consideration. Well, it's not that close, but it's coming. It's coming here. So we need to highlight this for sure. That particular low. I'm not entering yet. I'm waiting for a closure here. This is what I'm waiting for here. If it's like, I want to see if it's a fake out or not. That's what I want to know. And it seems like it is. It seems like it is here. Let's see. Isn't it better to use the 2-year yields from creating gold? I like to combine both. I like to combine the yields, the government bonds, and I like to use the dollar index. And I like to use the stock market, the VIX as well sometimes. Okay, dollar coming down. That's why gold is so far. You see how we closed this 3-minute candle above that zone? During the open, I wanted to see at least a 5-minute candle closure underneath. Then I set my limit order. GPY looks like it's going down. Yes, it's time for the Japanese yen to reverse here a little bit. I would not be surprised if this would happen. We tapped into a very important zone right now. You can see already this candle structure here. Look at that. This particular zone. Right there. Yeah, it's actually this one zone right here. We tapped into that zone fantastically here. So the yen can reverse now. All right, the yen can start to come in reverse. Okay, the yen broke that low. Very important. The yen broke that low. That's super good to know here. So which one is holding the best? Okay. Is it the British pound? British pound is reasonable. Is this Australian dollar? Australian dollar looks weaker. Euro. Weak. GJ. GJ. This is a beautiful high. We broke a very important high there. There was an important high to break. This was on the 3-minute chart. We saw a bunch of liquidity built up here. Okay, interesting. GJ is interesting. I'm gonna set an alert underneath here. Japanese yen weak, broke the low. Important. Okay. Euro, Japanese yen. Euro is still weak. So Euro, Japanese yen is not the trade here. British pound is kind of stagnating here. Dollar is stronger. Not too strong at the moment, but it's stronger. Look at the dollar yen. We broke that high as well here. Important level to break. Very important level to break. 3-minute time frame. That was the high to break. That was the liquidity that was built up here. Okay, gold's making a move. Okay, let's go. I thought I placed an alert on gold, but I didn't. Oh shit, wow. Okay. That's good. That's actually good. That's very good. Okay, gold. We saw that closure. Did we broke that high underneath here? Yes, we did. We did took out that high here. So this is definitely a little swipe here. Important to mention. Okay. Okay, I might look for gold, you know, for gold shorts here. But GJ is still on my radar as well. GJ, US dollar, Japanese yen. Okay, let's keep a close eye on gold. Gold is right now on the best particular potential setup here in my opinion right now with the dollar. Let's see if it can bounce from this zone. Create a bounce, tap into this range, come back up further. That would be the ideal here. Bouncing from this previous high. Done. I like this. I can see here that there is, you know, resistance. There is some support. support. If we tap into that zone resistance and fall, I would be happy to tap into that position and come back down here. That would be the ideal. Dollar, I want to see the dollar bouncing from that particular move. Dollar bouncing from there. Dollar yen. Yeah, the yen has broken clear structure right here. This was very important. So on the 5 minute, this was a clear low. Super clear low. It's time for the yen to make a pullback after tapping into that zone. Dollar yen, yeah, is super appealing and super interesting as well here. Dollar is on a 1 hour supply. I don't see a supply right now on the 1 hour. No, I'm looking at the 105 area, 105 range, a little bit higher. And this is what I want to see. I want to bounce from this zone. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. So bouncing from this range, coming down, bouncing, creating a new high. This is gonna come down. This is gonna take gold down more. So yeah, might miss this trade myself. I see a lot of guys talking about gold right now. I think that you need to refresh the stream. Please refresh the stream so you're updated. Unfortunately, if you miss entry, I don't really care. The reason why is I want to, regardless, I want to look for a limit order. I want to place a limit order. I want to wait for the 5 minute closure and then limit order. Gold close previous 10 minute. That's good. That's very good. What else do we have? What else do we have? Yeah, that was the dollar yen. Dollar yen is interesting. GJ is interesting. Might look at this particular high, tap into the zone, look for continuation, similar as you know, as gold and stuff. You see the dollar? Dollar needs to break a high. Super important actually that dollar breaks this high. If it does it, I might close the position actually. So that's important to see right now what the dollar is going to do. Kilo says, so when you said done, you didn't enter. No, I actually placed a limit order, as you can see here. A sell limit. GU a lot of liquidity. Can I have a look at that? Can I have a look at that? Yeah. Regardless, I think there are people in shorts right now for gold. I think there are some people that couldn't wait here, or that took it already earlier. That's also a possibility. Can I use big lot size on gold trade with you? No. On your own risk. DJ. Yes, I entered. Okay. 1926. Kenny. Where do you see your money? Which are you in? Where do you see your money? Underneath. B double says facts. DJ says I'm in. What's the risk in this trade? In this gold trade? Tropical look today. Cheers. Which time frame it is? This is on the 3-minute chart. Seox, my man. Good morning, my friend. Kenny says stop loss, I'm in profit. Great. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Yeah, regardless, the analysis is looking solid. The analysis looking sweet. It's just now, right now, with the dollar, we need to be a little bit. We're gonna consolidate right now in the dollar here. It's not looking super strong. Yet gold also is not looking particularly strong at the moment. Dollar yen was also an idea, and GJ was also an idea. Let me remove these ones right here until it's more. We have more clarity. But it's similar. It's similar here. If we break that high, we come back and we come and continue to the upside. There is potential. There is potential, depending on where we bounce from. So there we go. Could pull back to the 50, 62%, and then continue as well. So yeah, that depends on the dollar. The yen is just very weak. The yen broke the structure to the downside. Super important. Super important. Are you live on New York only? No, I'm actually also in London with our private, we have a private stream. We took a monster trade here with Thomas. He's one of our top traders in our community. We're trying to build actually more traders in our community. We actually want to have a full, organization with like 5 or 6, top tier traders, managing the community. That's my vision. That's my vision for the future. I have one badass already. I need a couple more. So yes, no, we are live streaming as well during the London sessions. Privately here. Okay, dollar breaking low. I'm gonna cancel right now this potential limit for now, and I'm gonna be patient a little bit. Dollar broke the low here. Dollar broke the low here. That's why. So we streamed the London session in Discord and then the New York session on YouTube. Cricket and Catalyst says, I have an open long position on EURUSD at 106.7. Okay. US dollar Canadian dollar, guys, is still in the picture, by the way. It's still here. We're distributing right now. It seems like we're creating some sort of distribution phase here. Okay. The only reason why we are not looking at it right now is because of the dollar. If the dollar comes up, yes, then gold is the best way to go. If the dollar comes down, I'm actually looking at the US dollar Canadian dollar. Okay, so that's important here. But in regards to your question about the euro, you're in a long from 106.7. Ooh, you see that? We broke that low? Same strategy, by the way. Same strategy. We broke that low and we dumped. Tapping into the zone, broke that low, dumped. Done. Super simple, but super effective. Yeah, so you're in a long from here, right? Okay. We have broken multiple lows. Dollar is getting... is not looking super strong at the moment. Euro might recover a little bit due to the fact that the yen is coming down. This is what you see right now, right? You see the euro kind of trying to recover a little bit. I would hold a little bit longer if you want to, but usually you should cut out your losses as soon as possible. Okay, but this is my suggestion. I think there could be a slight pullback. If that pullback doesn't happen and you break new lows, or the dollar breaks a new high, you just need to close. That's my recommendation. Okay. So for gold right now, we are actually coming up to that zone, but because the dollar broke that low, we're gonna be patient here. Because now the dollar broke the lows here. Is your strategy better on the higher time frame or the low time frame? I don't see any difference. I actually prefer it on the lower time frame, this particular strategy, but I always understand the macros as well. It's not that I ignore the macros, right? So I cannot actually say it. I still use the higher time frame for the strategy. So I just want to make sure that this is well communicated. It's not that we don't use the higher time frame. We definitely do. We definitely do. GU could be a buy at 124.70. Yeah, GJ is something I'm interested in potentially here. Okay, we're coming actually very close right now to that zone. Couple of interesting ones. Yep, dollar coming down, gold coming up right now. We're actually now at that particular zone. But I'm gonna wait here. Gonna wait. If the dollar breaks the low, then it doesn't make sense to look for any you know, gold trade here right now. Not the short at least. DJ, we got an alert here. All right, let's go on the 5 minute. Dollar needs to break a high to become interesting again. GJ is at that zone. Okay. Let's look at the yen. Let's look at the yen basket. If the basket gets rejected here, it's a done deal. Then the yen is gonna come down, and then we're gonna find out if he bounced from this zone. We're right now trying to hold on towards this level. This is exactly this level. Look at this high. Look at this previous high here. And look how we react from that high. That's what I'm talking about. So if you can break an internal high and the yen can break a low, we are back in the game here for DJ. Okay, dollar coming up. So I'm looking at two charts right now. US dollar, Canadian dollar is done for now. Don't look at this one anymore for now. Either GJ or gold still. Okay. Dollar needs to break a high. Dollar has broken a high. Okay, there we go. This is the last low that broke the high. Yeah, we have a lot of room. We have a lot of room. That's not really the worry here. This is what you want to see. You want to see it, you know, coming down, breaking the high low, and that's it. That's the potential setup. So second chance here. Rejection right there. Dollar breaking a high. Gold coming or building liquidity. Canadian dollar Swiss franc, too much liquidity to the downside. Okay. UJ rejecting, well. Let me put this in just to be sure for you guys. I mean, yes, dollar yen is also something that you can look at indeed. We talked about GJ, but the dollar yen is very similar. No closure below above that zone yet. I would love to see at least you know, the dollar coming down. If we are gonna bounce, then the best thing would be if we actually would come down a little bit more at the beginning. And to then potentially make a move here. Is your view on the dollar XY bearish for the daily and higher time frame? I would say that I need to look, but it's a good question. Okay, so the dollar is kind of like weak right now, right? So the dollar is kind of on the weak side, but it's not super weak at the moment. It's kind of it's kind of reacting. It's kind of ranging here. We know that the yen made a massive pullback. It created lower low. Waiting for the yen to break that low. That's right here. So yen breaking that low, dollar breaking a high. Or ranging is enough for us to look at the dollar yen. So we're just simply look at the yen pairs, GJ or dollar yen, and then gold if gold is ready. However, gold is not there yet. Okay. Gold can easily come and break the highs first. That's why we trade, guys. So you see what's happening right now. You see that we came down. We went out. Why? Because the dollar broke structure. Okay. That's why we didn't. We didn't. You know, we removed our limit order here. Now it's coming up again. Okay. So what do you want to see now to re-enter? You don't want to just randomly go in the middle. That's not going to work out. You need to wait right now again till you are breaking new structures, okay? Because that's going to give you the confirmation you need now. Yes, it's a little bit lower than your initial entry first, but look at the potential. There's so much potential left. So your risk reward is going to be good regardless. So now you're going to wait for the confirmation. If you don't have the confirmation, you don't have to trade. So it's really simple. So that's what you want to do. You want to wait for the lower low. If you trade like the SMC way here, okay, you want it to enter from, for example, this area of supply. It's possible. But yeah, then I also recommend you to look at the, you know, closures and stuff. Then you want to see at least a closure here above on the, let's say 3-minute time frame. Sorry, 5-minute time frame. Internally, you want to create a higher high and see from there. Okay. The only thing that's holding us right now is just the fact that we have the Sunday open here. But that's it for now. So that's it. That's it. Gold is building liquidity to the downside. Okay. So you have potential. You know, you're gonna see a new rejection here now. Fantastic. So if you then go to the 2-minute, yeah, it's still the low that I'm looking for. I know it seems like it's far away, but for me, it's such a solid, you know, confirmation to look for that when I break this low now, after rejection, I feel we're just gonna, you know, there's potential to come down here, especially if the dollar will help us a little bit. That's number one. Dollar yen, similar. Okay, the yen right now is tapping into an area of supply here. We're gonna face some resistance here. It's actually, if you think about it, it's actually this low right there. You can also use this particular low. Whatever you trade, if you trade horizontal support, resistance is pretty similar. You have that resistance right here. Okay, you just see your support, resistance, support, support, resistance, right? So this is right now what you see, this area of supply on the yen. And then the dollar, if the dollar is coming up like it wants to, or it's stagnating, you will see that there is potential here for the dollar yen as well. So something interesting. But therefore you really want to make sure it's at least breaking the previous high as well. So that's how we look at it here. Some people would enter on it gold basically solely on risk to on RR without waiting for confirmation. What do you think about this? Yes, 100% the thing's possible. People are doing this all the time, right? SMC, for example, they just enter a trade. And then they do not risk that much. That's number one. So they don't risk that much. And they understand if they catch the trade with that RR, then they get like a bigger move. Usually expect a bigger move to then compensate for the earlier losses they made. And then they make profit on top of that. So it's personal preference in my opinion. I personally like confirmation. You know, using the correlations, using the tools here. I like to have a 70% win rate. I'm not saying you cannot have it with SMC or something like that, but yeah. I personally like to wait for a confirmation, which a strategy that I know is working for me, that can provide me with at least a 70% win rate. So that means I would lose 3 out of 10 trades, roundabout. And that doesn't include break-even trade setups and so on and so on. So that includes that excludes break-even trades, which I do as well, of course. Now, where says, "Hey, I'm new on this channel. Welcome, my friend. Did you think eurojpy will pull back?" Eurojpy could pull back a little bit, but the euro is still not there, man. The euro is still not looking strong at the moment now. If you look at the euro index, you see the euro index is still coming down. We had a pullback coming down. It's not looking strong right now at the moment. So yeah, the yen is coming up regardless right now. So it's not the ideal. There we go. Lorenzo, how's your strategy? This is SMC. It's a combination. It's a combination, man. It's actually more. It's like it's a little bit hybrid. So I use supply and demand, yes. I use liquidity, yes. But I also use like the way I draw trend lines. It's more like I draw trend lines on the lower time frame. And I look at market structure. And then I use the correlations as well. So the euro index, the dollar index, you know, all the baskets, government bonds, VIX, all these extra measures which I can correlate pairs to. That's what I personally look at. So it's not strictly SMC. Yet we talk about it a lot though. We cover it a lot. And I think it's really good to have a good understanding of it, because it helps you really understand market structure better. How is your strategy not SMC? All these concepts are SMC. First of all, SMC is, for example, right? Usually people enter from areas of supply or from a fair value gap. I enter from a break of structure, sometimes stop orders or sometimes market orders, sometimes limit orders when we break a particular low. Usually in SMC you will see that you will enter from an area of supply or fair value gap or Fibonacci pullback, for example. That's number one. The second difference I would say is I draw trend lines like these. Alright, so that means that if you break the trend line, I use this as extra confluence as well. Then the fair value gap, the liquidity part that I tend to highlight. The market structure is SMC, purely SMC related. And then the correlations. I have not seen many people talking about the correlation a lot, except the dollar index. But that's pretty much what I know. GG, hope you're doing well. Lorenzo, so every day you wait to the trap before entry, right? It depends, it depends. Every trade is different. Have you had a look at the NASDAQ? So the NASDAQ right now is, yeah, moi. It's okay. It's not particularly the best at the moment. Okay, rejection coming into play for gold here. This is big. This is big. This is big. Okay, yen broke that level. Now it's stepping into a new zone. It broke support as well. Coming down hard right now. Wow. Dollar yen breaking. Dollar yen is interesting. Gold coming down. That means one thing. That means that the dollar is coming up. There we go. That's big. That's good. That's a good bounce. Definitely that's a good bounce. How many hours are you working per day? A lot. I work a lot, my man. Really interesting scenarios here. Yes, absolutely. Yes, guys, if you can help us by smashing that like button, I would highly appreciate it. Thank you so much, Zoolander, for the support. If you can get to 500 likes today, it would be absolutely amazing. It depends on that low here. Let's take it at least to... Yeah, this is good. This is good news here. Dollar yen, number one. However, we need to break that high. This is like on the 5 minute. So you want to break that high? It's number one. So I cannot believe that the Euro Japanese yen trade today, guys, was 460 pips or 500 pips. I don't know how much it was. It went to 530 pips. That was the idea. Well, that was the end move here. Wow. Well, you traded so safe? Yes. That sounds good. That sounds really good to me. You can lower the your risk to reward, whatever you want, or higher your risk to reward if you want to. You can increase it on your own terms. You took this trade? Yes. The EJ trade, we took that trade, yeah. The biggest trade of the... By far the biggest trade of the quarter so far. Massive reaction. Similar setups as these. You know, it's not the same, but it's kind of the same strategy. Do you recommend trading on prop firm? If so, yes, which prop firm do you recommend? I'm not really that experienced with prop firms. In regards to, I have not, you know, tried out many. Maybe, yeah, they're the biggest ones I would prefer. There are so many right now. There are so many good ones right now. There are so many bad ones right now. It's very, very hard to say. You just need to know if they're reliable, number one. You then need to check if the rules fit your, you know, your expectations or meet your expectations. I think this is super important. Because every trader is different. So if you like different rules, then you will find a prop firm that fits or meet to these particular rules you're looking for. So yeah, dollar. Failed to break a high once again. Same story. Dollar yen, very similar. Dollar yen is, however, more interesting right now due to the fact that the yen itself is actually, you know, trying to push down right now. This is good. This asks for more, you know, downside. Honestly, EJ actually starting to right now, if you look at EJ right now, after that massive trade, and you go to the 5-minute chart, you actually see right now that it started to look more interesting here. Especially if you break a new high here. After that massive pullback here, but I would still be careful. Still be very careful right now with similar to US dollar yen. Very, very similar here. My Forex Funds, they have instant funded account, but it's only 50% profit split. You can put the currency indices in your watch list along with gold and silver and the VIX. You can look at them for correlations to what you want to trade before you place a trade. Cut part of the EJ trade, unfortunately getting for work got in the way of managing it to its full run, but profit is profit. That's it. I'm surprised you're not funded, Lorenzo. With your profitability, you get a large account and make a ridiculous amount of money. I have multiple accounts, bro. I have my own sources of liquidity. Thomas, could it be that the euro drop because tomorrow will be rate hikes, clearing liquidity, and the euro rally after the hike? Tomorrow is indeed the very important move for. Is that tomorrow? Tomorrow, yes, the monetary policy statement. This is massive indeed. This is very interesting. Thank you for remembering me, yeah. Very, very true. We have the ECB coming out, the monetary policy statement with the interest rate decision and the press conference. We're going to be live for sure. We're going to be live to cover that. Samar Chop Tab says, I checked correlation. It really works. It really does, my man. It really works. Dollar index is down hard. Is that so? The thing with gold right now is that gold is not reacting to it that much. It's kind of trying to do its own thing here. If the dollar comes up though, it's reacting for sure. EJ, yes, I see it right now. EJ is indeed starting to recover here. Let's look at the Euro index. Yeah, Euro index is coming up. Euro index is making moves here. We saw that that momentum. We broke the high. So first high was done. Pullback and a new high is done. That's usually a very good sign. That could indicate a potential, reversal for sure. Let's see how we close this candle. If we close it above the 5 minute. The yen is definitely on the weaker side right now. Yeah, the massive pull down. Is it time for a small... Where did we bounce from? Oh, okay, we bounced from this... Is it 5 hour, 6 hour zone? It's this zone right here. I see it already. It's this zone right here. Massive zone right there. Aha. Okay, we bounced from a zone there. After we tapped into that zone, we bounced from that zone. Okay, this is interesting. We bounced from a pretty strong zone on the highs. After that massive trade to the downside, there is potential here. I would still be careful. Not risk what you usually would risk, but there is potential right now. Okay, that's interesting. Let's wait for gold. Let's set an alert for gold. Okay. Yeah, there we go. This particular zone, we tapped into that beautiful range. 5 minute, that's the high you want to break. That's another level where we bounced from. Okay, there we go. This is the Euro yen. This is the Euro index. And this is the Japanese yen basket. That's how we look at it set up, okay? So the Japanese yen needs to break structurally downside. It needs to break at least 8,11. Then the Euro index need to just close above this. That's all good. If the Euro closes above this level right now, in 3 minutes, Euro is secured for now. Then the Euro Japanese yen needs to close above that one as well. And that's it. Then we have a trade. Can you share your watch list? Yes, sir. Definitely. I share first the currency indices with you guys, because many guys are asking about that particularly for all the correlations. Should be working. Let me see. There we go. And my whole watch list further is right here. All right. Use that link. And there we go. So I hope you guys understand how I'm looking at it. I see a bunch of, imbalance there, of course. Like we had that massive momentum to the downside here. We had a lot of yeah, it's a crazy move here. So what comes down fast can come up fast. All right. It can pull back relatively quick as well. So this is what we're seeing right now. Look at that reaction. That means that the yen is coming down. That's number one. The euro index is breaking above here, coming up right now, right? all your confluences in one go. 1 minute 40 seconds till closure. The yen, not looking particularly strong at the moment here. The euro, looking better. 1 minute to go for candle closure. Have you ever revenged on one trade after big loss? How do you handle the stress? I go all in. After I lose a trade, I go all in. I double the risk every single trade. No, with all seriousness, no, I just make sure that I do not trade the same pair. I really leave it, you leave it out of the books here. I just do not trade the same pair. And then it cannot hurt me at all. I'll look for a new pair. Bro, how can you trade some breakout when the market is not even facing supply? I do not understand your question, brother. Tomorrow ECB interest rate jobless claims. Yes, important, important. No, very, very important here. Okay, yen. Again, you see that, right, guys? That's why these key levels that I draw all the time here. You see every single time how people get tricked and trapped. It breaks below, it doesn't close below, it absolutely tapped into this in this zone, even though this is a weaker low. Because this low, and the reason why I didn't mark out this particular level is because this low here didn't create a higher high. So I see this as a weak low. So I don't think it will be hard to break it, but it needs to be broken. The euro. Closed above it, that's good. That's already good. It's about the yen right now. Okay, the yen needs to dump. And that's a euro Japanese yen trade. We saw a massive bounce from the euro Japanese yen here on the 4 hour as well. Not a massive bounce, but we see strong reaction from this zone after taking out that particular level. So yeah, look at that massive candle. We're going to see at least some sort of pullback. I do expect that if the yen decides to come down and the euro stays where it is right now. So let's keep a close eye on the yen basket. Okay, yeah, let's go. Weak low. Should be easy to take out. People talking about gold as well. Yeah, I have an alert on gold. So gold will be... If gold comes down, I have an alert set. So I will hurry this at the right moment. It's actually very interesting. Now I'm looking at gold as well, by the way. What do you guys prefer, Euro, Japanese yen, or gold? Euro, Japanese yen, or gold? Ooh. EJ, gold, EJ. Whatever takes profit. Of course, Lambos. Make a poll. Yeah, I'm gonna make a poll, guys. I'm gonna make a poll. All right, we have a couple minutes left. I'll leave it up to you, EJ or gold. And if you guys can like this stream, would be absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's get it to 500 likes, Puffball here. I actually created a poll right now. I want to see what you guys think. This is the Euro-Japanese yen pair right now. Okay, before you click, this is Euro-Japanese yen, and this is gold. Okay, so this is gold. This is euro against Euro-Japanese yen. $200 votes. Euro-Japanese yen is at 52% right now at the moment. It's very close, very close. Very, very close here. However, the yen is coming down. 52% yen. Okay. Gold is still there. It's very interesting still. Okay, but let's look at the yen. The yen broke it. There we go. The basket. We broke this initial low. If you look on the 1 minute, you know what I mean. This is an important low to break. Building some liquidity to the upside. Want to break that low here. Euro index is coming up. Is recovering. It was time to recover as well. It had to recover right now. All right. So euro yen. Has not closed any particular candle yet on the 3 minute chart here. Yeah, they're very similar. They're very similar. I have to agree. They're very similar. They're inverted correlated, pretty much. Euro, Japanese yen, and gold. So yeah, it depends a little bit right now. Yet, if you look at the yen is building some liquidity right now on the 1 minute. This is definitely liquidity building here. Okay, right here. If you look at gold, for example. Gold is getting weaker at every single moment right now. Let's go to gold one more time. All right. I mean, gold is looking, it's looking a little bit better. All right, based on the volume, especially here. But it all depends on the yen. If the yen decides to break that low, or the euro decides to move further, we're gonna see the expansion to the upside as well. They're both inverted. They're both inverted, moving in the inverted direction as well. So if gold comes down, you see the euro Japanese yen also pumping a little bit here. Yeah, we have actually news coming in 3 minutes. Crude oil inventories. It's not that I do not expect too much, but hey, you can definitely see a reaction here. All right, this low is important. Important low to break. 2 minutes, still some news coming. What has a negative correlation with gold? Well, you see right now at this particular moment that the euro against the yen has a negative correlation. It mainly has to do with the euro. This all means that the dollar, if the dollar makes a little bit of a bigger move after this this 1 minute right now, we have 1 minute left till some news coming. That could be a nice catalyst here to look for any particular move. Overall, I like how euro is holding. It's not too bad, not too bad. We have that zone here that we need definitely to break. But overall, that's not my worry. My look is more at the liquidity that we're seeing right now on the yen. Yeah, if gold closes below that, I think it's gonna be a lot easier for us to look for a decision, to look for a trade here. All right, EJ Gold 50-50, 365 votes, 50%. All right, thank you for the information. All right, are we gonna go? Are we gonna go? We have some news now. I'm gonna see some volume. I'm gonna see reaction from it. Not particularly, right? Not particularly strong reaction. All right, dollar. The euro against the yen is not doing particularly much here. The euro index is holding the same. Japanese yen basket. If you look on the 2 minute, you understand why, or a 3 minute, you understand why we are right now in that zone. We're trying to bounce from this zone to take out some of the liquidity here. And that's not really going to help at the moment. So gold is still, in my opinion, the best bet potentially if you break the blow. And the dollar breaks a potential high here. Where from? Born and raised in the Netherlands. Living on the other side of the world. How many votes? Around 400 votes, I guess. It was 50-50. As far as I saw, it was 50-50 at least. So yeah, it could be. There we go. How long do you live in Bali already? Already 4 years, my man. I came here for the first time in 2018. And then after like the whole situation, I was in Bali pretty much. So like the last 3 years. I was in Europe for 1 month and that's it. That's pretty much it here. Okay, dollar is consolidating. Overall, you see, guys, that we have been ranging here, both on the yen, on the dollar. The only thing that's kind of looking for recovery right now is the euro, after that massive breakdown. So let's see where the yen is right now. Sorry, the dollar. Yeah, the dollar will let us know right here. All right, not particularly much at the moment. VIX is showing a lot of more strength here. That means that the indices will come down. Use 30, for example. Absolutely. Use 500. Absolutely. Nasdaq is actually holding quite strong compared to the others one, the other particularly the other charts right here. All right, dollar needs to make a decision. Wow, look at the massive reaction here. Definitely has to do with the dollar and the yen. Are you living in Chengdu? Yes, roundabout. Are you used to speak Bahasa? Sedikit. What is the difference between the USDX and the DXY? Nothing. Use oil pumping after that massive dump. So we're still looking at gold, guys. We're still waiting for gold here. Use oil, yeah, okay. Coming up a bit. When is the giveaway? Oh yeah, shit, of course, the giveaway. Yeah, we're gonna do giveaway right now. We're gonna do giveaway very soon indeed. Like, as always, of course. Ah, yes, okay, we're gonna do giveaway. Okay, while we're waiting for our gold to break that level and close below it, it's building more liquidity, by the way. So it's actually more appealing. We're actually created equal lows right now. All right, so this is actually a good thing. It would be even better to create a higher high, then lower low, then break these lows. And we have it. So higher high, lower low, sell. But first need to break the highs. You don't want to like break the lows right now. Why? Because you leave a lot of liquidity behind. So you want to take the liquidity, then they take it, then they reverse. Then you know, okay, all the liquidity here has been taken out. There's no need for it to come back, or at least the probability is lower. We're playing with probabilities only, right? So you want to break the highs, taking out some highs, then the lows, taking out these equal lows, and then just looking for the continuation. Boom. And then the dollar confirmation. So the giveaway, yes, we're going to do the giveaway, of course, as always. Yesterday we gave away $100. So today, what shall we do today? What shall we do today, guys? Let me know. You guys let me know. Access to the V2. I think a lot of people are already in the V2. You know, that's the problem. Already a lot of people are in our Discord, in our V2 right here. So yeah, that's already a thing right here. So it's not, it's a little bit unfair for the people that already have it, that are already in. So let me think. Prop firm challenge? Yeah, prop firm challenge. Is that what we can do here? That could be interesting, right? Okay, what do we have? My Forex Funds. Okay, gold's coming down, guys. Keep a close eye on gold, by the way. Gold is coming down right now. Is the dollar making a move? Yes, the dollar is making a slight move here. Let's go to the 3-minute chart. We are bouncing from this particular area of demand right here. We have some support there. If they break that high, we have a beautiful higher high. The gold is reacting strong towards, like, you know, these particular levels here. I would love to see actually, I need to reduce my risk now. Less risk than usual. Because we didn't take out any highs before. So let's say we break below it. I'm willing to enter with less risk. I would still prefer to break highs first. That would be the ideal scenario here. Yes, okay. Prop firm challenge. $10,000 account. $100. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna give away an account here for my Forex Funds. You guys know how it works. You need to have a crypto wallet, by the way, guys. You need to have a crypto wallet. It's important. I need to probably send you the money, or I need to go on a call with you and then we fix it. But you need at least to pay from your own account. That's important as well. Okay, so what do you need to do? Then join me on Instagram, or sorry, look at my last video, place a like and comment, and follow me on my last on my account. It's a new account, by the way, Lorenzo Corrado FX. Be aware of fake accounts. A lot of fake accounts going around right now. I just started this account, right? So it's kind of like new accounts. It's easy to scam people, so be very careful. I will not message you directly. If I do, make sure it's me. The only way you can check it's me is by looking at my private account, because there is my actual alias of my business account there. And you will find out that this is the actual account here. Or just look at the views, for example. Okay? So place a comment, like on this last video. I need to pick a random winner.
That's exactly
the only way we can do it.
When you do Forex, you can still get your money instantly. You can still use it. You can still cash out anytime you want. No one takes the money away from you. You still have control of your money. But it allows you to turn your money into more money. So even if you only have $100, if you make 10%, it's still $10 free dollars. It's still free gas. Like, you have no reason to not make money from your money.
Okay, place a like, comment, and then I'll pick a random winner from there, yeah? Yen is coming up again. Yen is coming up again, that's why. Just noticed, brother, you had a haircut. Yes. Is that the Samsung Neo G9? Yeah, sure. All right, we're gonna start the giveaway in like 10 minutes, yeah? 5 minutes, 10 minutes here. Just place a like, comment on the last video. Follow me, and that's it. That should do the job. Then I can pick a random winner. I'm not gonna give somebody, you know, random. I'm not gonna choose my own winners, all right? I want to keep it objective. As objective as possible, so that's why we're gonna just pick or use the tool that picks a random winner. Everyone can win. The only thing that you cannot do is spam, all right? That's the only thing. You cannot put multiple comments. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help. Let's support each other a little bit. In the meantime, guys, I'm gonna get a new drink. Give me 2 minutes. Keep me updated if gold drops. All right? Send me a message on my on Discord. Now I'll be right back. 2 minutes max. Okay, I'm still looking for gold shorts. Still. I just want to have that confirmation, but yes. We have equal lows built up and everything right now. I'm going to be back in like 2 minutes right here. Okay, Lau. It's a lot has happened. We can see that. Okay. Yeah, giveaway. Let's do giveaway like you know, a couple. Like let's actually let me set things up already right now. Okay. So like, comment, make sure it's only one. If you do more, you are disqualified, unfortunately here. Okay. All right. So let's get it started right now. Let's have a look at this one right here. Let me see what we can do. We're gonna give away a $10,000 package, or a 100, or the price. I'm just gonna send you the money. Okay. I'm just gonna send you the money. If you win here. That's what we're gonna do. I'm setting things up right now. There we go. There we go. Okay, gold's dropping. Gold is coming down. I say this every single time. we're gonna see it actually drop soon. At least that's what we want. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the gold is reacting right now. We have these equal lows underneath. That is definitely interesting. All right, let's do it. Are we building $20 liquidity? Yes. So I'm gonna reduce my risk. We are building some liquidity now to the upside as well here. So that's what I said. Like, if you just come up, I would prefer to break and then break down. For me, that's like the best of the best. Then I can go full risk. Right now, I'm gonna reduce my risk a little bit more. What screen is that? It's the Samsung Odyssey G9 49-inch. Okay, let's do it. I have my data here. Okay, who's ready for the winner for a giveaway right now? I need to confirm, by the way. I need to confirm that you only posted one particular reaction, all right? Very, very important. So one particular reaction. Okay. Let me know if you guys are ready. And the winner is. For now, Isam B98. All right. At Isam B98. I need to make sure you only posted it once. Let me check real quick, my friend. Let me confirm this. Otherwise, we have to do it again. Yen consolidating, euro consolidating, dollar breaking highs. Very, very important. Dollar breaking highs. All right. This is better. This is good. This is decent. What about what, Japanese yen? Same. Okay, let's see. Let's look one more time at the US dollar, Japanese yen as well. Okay. Okay, now gold. Okay, let me check real quick. Congratulations, my friend. If you have won, let me check. Let me confirm that. Making sure. By the way, guys, for all the people that are new, every single day we have giveaways. Yesterday we gave away $100. Today, sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. It depends on the sentiment, of the market. All right. Let's see. The giveaways, by the way, yesterday we had a donation. All the donations we get, by the way, you don't have to donate, by the way, please. You don't have to. But all the donations we get go straight away towards giveaways as well. So I do not want to keep anything of these donations, for example. Same as like YouTube review, all that stuff. It's not really that much either. Ah, Isa, my man. That's the problem, brother. That's the problem. That means that we have to do it again, guys. We have to do it again. We have to do it again. Let me see if it works again, by the way. I need to make sure if it works again. I saw multiple comments. I saw already 3 or 4 comments. That's unfortunately not allowed. Yeah, right. Okay. Let me try this one more time. Okay. Let's see if this works. If it's actually now working or if I need to pay for it. We're gonna pick a new one. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, let me try one more thing. What was this one? Oh, there we go. Yeah, same thing. So if you do it once, then they ask you to pay for it. I don't know. I don't want to make an account right now and actually check it out. So let's see if it works on here, on a different browser. Maybe that works better. If not, I'm gonna do it on my phone. Yeah, 1 comment per post is enough. If you do more, then there's a bigger chance that you win, right? And that's kind of it's kind of a little bit unfair. Okay. I see multiple comments again. Elsof221 is doing the same thing now. Aspalenzer, okay? Aspalenzer. I see your comment right now. Let me see if you didn't do that. Be quick with deleting. No, I'm joking. All right, let's see what we have. All right. Thank you guys for everyone that's fair and square here. All right, I just posted 1 comment. I highly appreciate that. This seems kind of, this seems good. I do not see it. Yes, okay. Wow, some people are like, they did it like 20, 30 times here. Okay. Okay, fantastic, you won. Esperanza, amazing. Congratulations, you won the $10,000 package or $100. I'll send you $100. All right, thank you so much for your support. And for the others, tomorrow. So I want to see gold coming up first. That would be the ideal scenario, right? Let's say gold goes up and it then breaks a low. For me, that's absolutely what I want to do here. What I would love to see here. Okay. Then I could actually not even. Then I don't even have to long or short from here. Then we can put our short potentially. We put it here, somewhat in that level. It depends where it's gonna be. But I would prefer to come up higher first to take out some of that liquidity that's built up here underneath or above. Take that out, then reverse to the downside and then potentially coming down here. That would be for me the ideal. Do you have YouTube videos on the system? Yes, yes, I do. I definitely do. We have a pretty accurate win rate here with this strategy. Particularly this strategy right here. You can ask the community as well if you want to make sure. Okay, so yes, gold. Also, if we come up first, fine. As long as we break a high, then come down. We don't have to break this high. We can just break this high and then drop here. All right, that's all that I want to see here. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna go to Cardano now. There we go. There we go. In the meantime, while we're waiting, guys, are there any other setups you guys are looking at? Let me know. Overall, I have to say that the volume is not particularly. We have been accumulating, ranging pretty much here. Same for the yen. Euro, yen, similar. Dollar, create a high, but immediately comes down. Unstable, pretty unstable price actually at the moment. Regardless, if you break structure, there is still some potential. Lorenzo, can I have a discount for the V2 community on Discord? So, bro, honestly, bro, like, it's so cheap. Trust me, it's so cheap. If you see what we do. Like, I'm not, it's not even about the, no. You can ask others in the community as well, though. Magic Keys giveaway, Juan says Magic Keys. My man, Juan is back. Luis Rivera. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Great to see you. I open ticket to get V2 USD cut. Use oil, USD cut. Okay, we have been talking about the US dollar, Canadian dollar already. Okay, yes. This is different. This is the opposite. So if gold doesn't work out, then the US dollar, Canadian dollar is the one that we're looking for. This is a bit outdated. Yes, this low, this particular low right there. All right. Luciano says, hey Lorenzo, very good job. I'm here at my first time. I like the stream now. We'll be here every day. Wow, amazing. Thank you, my man. I appreciate it. Yeah, if the market is a little bit better, like yesterday. Yesterday we had 2 beautiful trades. Actually 3. We had with the US30 as well. Today, market structure, the overall market, you know, price action is a little bit, I have to say, unstable. Low volume. Sometimes we have these days, whatever it is. But regardless, we're just looking for the same setups, similar structures. So we know that our scoreboard is actually accurate. That's what we need to know. So US dollar, Canadian dollar, it depends on the dollar, right? So if the dollar decides to then suddenly break a low right now, it's a different story. For now, we have broken a significant high. If you look on the 5 minute, we saw a 5-minute candle closure. So in my opinion, looking at the gold right now is more reliable due to the fact that if you look here and you bounce from this zone, look at this candle right here. You can easily bounce from here, this particular candle right there, and just create a new high. Right? So that will not be then beneficial for the US dollar, Canadian dollar. If that doesn't happen, you break this low, and you come down here, completely different story. Alright? Then the US dollar, Canadian dollar is definitely interesting. We can follow it right here with this low. We need to break this low right here. But until the dollar has not broken any lows, gold is still on my radar. Gold is still going to break a previous low. And if you look right now, internally we have created, or we have at least broken a high here. Alright? This is already better. The fact that we came up, we're building liquidity, and then we're coming down, breaking at least, or taking out the previous high, then breaking the lows. So it then depends totally on the move here. If you break, then I potentially will enter here. Therefore the dollar has to break this high again. And look at that bounce from that candle. Look at that bounce. This is exactly what I mean. That's the bounce where I didn't want to see now. If you then break that high, perfect, okay? But that's the idea overall. Of course you're going to support here. Why? This low created this high. This high is higher than this high. So this is a stronger low, internally as well. So for gold, if you then take out internally that high, and you then create a lower low, and you have equal lows underneath, I mean, that's a good target, you know, that's a good first target here. The moment we take out these equal lows, let's say we enter here. The moment we take out these equal lows here, stop loss and break even. Then you have 2 options, right? Either it's gonna come back, you get stopped out and break even, or it keeps falling. That's the idea. US dollar, euro, Japanese yen is also still on our radar, guys. Don't get me wrong, but the gold right now is still what I still prefer gold at the moment. And you see clearly that the gold is reacting relatively well. Especially if the dollar decides to come up and break a high here. US dollar, Canadian dollar is interesting. We have a lot of, indeed, my friend Christian, a lot of liquidity built up here. Therefore, if you break this low, why this low? Let me know in the chat. Why is this low so important? I asked this a lot of times, but I want you guys to make sure that you understand why. Why do I pick this low? Let me know in the chat. Yes, exactly. So this low created this high, right? That's why you see that bounce here as well. That's why it's a strong low. That's why you want to break that low. You want to break it, then you want to enter. Then you want to short from there. Because if you break a strong low, it could turn into a strong resistance area, right? And if you then look at the correlation and you get the confirmation on the side of the dollar, boom, you have your trade. You have your trade with a high probability or higher probability. For gold right now, it's important that the dollar just keeps breaking highs and just keeps performing. Not midway through this come down again. Otherwise, you're going to see things like this. But same for gold, right? Internally, this low created this high. So you need to break this low. Absolutely, absolutely. What do you think, GU long in this area? It depends on the dollar, my friend. So far, the dollar has created a higher high. So if you see the dollar creating a higher high, is it smart to look now for GU longs? Let me know. If the dollar breaks the high, previous high, you want to make sure that you break a low first. So if the dollar index breaks a low, then maybe we can start looking at indeed what you said, like GU for example. Let me look at GU right now. Lower low and then a higher high. You never know, you never know. Let's invert the skill. Let's look at the dollar. It's very similar, it's very similar. It's actually reacting a little bit more aggressive even. It is an interesting, I have to say, it is an interesting, it is definitely an interesting zone. I have to agree with you. If you break this high here, and you have all these, you have all that liquidity built up here. The dollar right now is actually, you know, not particularly strong. If we break a low, internally, GU could be interesting right now. You can also confirm it with one more chart if you want to. And that is the British pound currency index right here. And there we go. We're making a move to the upside. If you want to use alliance, you can do it. If you want to have a little bit more clear understanding what's happening. So yes, we are looking decent. So if you break that high, then yes, then maybe that's interesting as well. Yeah, GU as well. We have equal highs. There is a nice target potentially as well. Have that wick here. But the dollar needs to break a low. Otherwise, it's not going to work out. I was looking at some pictures from Bali and it looks like my island, Puerto Rico. Yes, it's very similar, my man. It's very similar. But I think Puerto Rico is also very, very beautiful. And it's bigger. It's way bigger. Okay, dollar dropping. That means the GU right now is looking good. The British pound is looking stronger. Better than the euro index right now. Yeah, better than the euro index. Look at the euro index. Euro index stagnating. British pound is coming up. GU therefore is reacting better. It's interesting. Interesting zone. This is more like a scalp in my opinion here. Dollar needs to break a low. If it doesn't, you know, you will get your answer here. We need to break low first. Johnny says smash that like button if you like the stream. The music fit Lorenzo's t-shirt. This song makes me want to travel to Hawaii. I'm in a buy for EJ. Is that good? I would, yeah, I'm personally waiting a little bit longer. especially when you break that level at 140.75. But the dollar right now needs to break a low if you want to go for GU. If the dollar breaks a high, it's more gonna be around about gold, right? So it's either one of those. Gold short or GU long. It just depends on the breakout right now. Why don't you use the fixed range warrant profile? Because we have not expanded yet. All right, so it's consolidation, expansion, retracement, continuation. So now we are in consolidation. Do many places accept crypto in Bali? That's a good question, man. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it that much. I haven't seen it. It's not like Dubai, for example, or or Portugal or whatever. Miami. It's definitely more more conservative still. Bali is definitely more conservative than these places right now. What's your thoughts on fundamental analysis? I very much think it's super important. And the reason why I think it's important is because you really want to have an understanding of what it means. What is GDP? What does it include? What are interest rates? How does it work? Right? How does it affect a currency? Inflation, is it good or bad for currency? Unemployment rate, is that good or bad for currency? There are many different things here. You have also seasonal trends. So during particular years, the only thing that you need to take consideration during times like these, where everything is uncertain, right? We have a war, we have a high inflation, economic instability, elections are coming up. Don't forget that part. Elections are coming up. Banks are not looking good at the moment. We already saw an amazing example. When there's a lot of uncertainty in the market, sometimes these standard fundamental variables do not work. They do not work. All right, so you need to really look at particularly, the overall sentiment of the world, what's happening in the world, and based on that, you will have a better overview of how you can react and anticipate on the market here. Where I am really bullish on is our commodities like silver and gold, of course, are extremely bullish on that at the moment. Okay, dollar coming up, gold coming down. We're coming closer. I'm saying this every single time, but at some point we have to make a move. So overall, yes, fundamentals super important to understand. Absolutely, I use it for sure. Especially start with fundamentals, higher time frame, lower time frame execution. But if the market right now is so uncertain and like geopolitical events are happening and like there's so much fear and nobody really knows what's going on and everyone is talking about an upcoming recession, yet it's not happening, it's kind of like, okay, understand that maybe these fundamental metrics that we use are not as relevant right now as it usually is. Reminded me when Thomas said enjoy and Geo burst it in our face. Yeah, that could happen. Yeah. How the Forex market might look during recession? Well, that's a good question, my friend. Like, you're going to see collapse. This is not going to be just a recession. This is going to be a depression. And a depression is worse than a recession, all right? A depression is terrible. So that means that the things are really can come down. But because it's Forex, right? It's not going to all come down together. It's always, one after the other kind of thing. So you have to be just very sharp and aware. And if you know exactly who's going to go down first, yep, Japanese yen, then yeah, you can make some good moves. Okay, US dollar Canadian dollar is holding pretty well yet. It's building a lot of liquidity right now. GU is right now, you know, trying to push, but it's facing resistance here. It's an important level. It is an important level. Maybe we could use our fixed range forward profile here. You could see that probably around that zone we will have a reaction. Okay, it's right there. We're right now at the point of control. And that's where we're bouncing from. You see that? Look how we're bouncing from this zone right now. But I prefer to use the fixed range forward profile only when we expand first. So we expand, we come down, we look for the continuation. So gold coming up, it's all ranging, guys. It's all ranging right here. Except GU has some potential. Let me know what you guys are looking at. I saw a question about the euro against the Australian dollar. I can look at the Australian dollar right now while we have this setup ready. Dollar needs to break indeed that low. It's important if you want to break. Look for the for GU. All right. Yeah, we have this particular level. We bounce from the zone here. Let's look on the higher time frame first. Okay, we tapped into that zone. It's on the 3 hour. No, 2 hour. No, 1 hour. 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour zone. Look at that. Look at this candle right here. All right. Beautiful, right? A beautiful candle. Let's draw this this particular zone from the wick to the wick. And let's zoom out. And let's look at this zone. So we came down until today, later today. All right, a couple hours ago, 2 hours ago, we saw that we bounced after we collapsed pretty much with the euro. We all saw that. Australian dollar was also not particularly strong. Australian dollar is actually usually weaker than any other one, except the euro right now today, very weak. So this could indicate maybe recovery. If you see this happening and you see this bounce right now from this area, I mean, if you want to take a trade, then you could take a trade here from potentially from this particular zone. I need to confirm this with you right now. When looking at the euro index. Euro index is pretty weak. Australian dollar is definitely already like weak for a long period of time right now. It's not looking good at all. The euro has been coming down very significantly, but yet broke a high. So we're looking a little bit better than the Australian dollar. It's not, both of them are not fancy at all, but we have this particular zone. And this particular zone is an important zone. Why? Because this was the last low before that high here. So if we come down, we take this out, we tap into that zone, and we bounce from here, and the Australian dollar is stagnating or is coming down like it's coming down right now, then you will see that you're going to bounce from this level around this zone here. It could be the 5 minute, it could be the 5 minute zone that's a little bit lower, but you will potentially see a bounce from that area. I think it's possible. So if you then look at the quality here, yes, we're building liquidity now. You come down, you take out the liquidity, then move up. At the same time, you haven't broken that massive trend. You come down, you're trying to break it. Just building liquidity to the downside. So let's first look for a pullback. If that's here, fantastic. If it's not here, which I think it is, it's probably around this zone here. Then that's it. So the dollar, if the dollar drops, then yeah, then we have a confirmation from that end as well. But yeah, the Euro Australian dollar is more, I would more look for longs than shorts right now. Especially after tapping into that 4 hour, that 1 hour area of the month. Keep in mind that this zone is also, I need to pick out this low here. 70.5%, all right? So it's it's reasonable. It's a reasonable zone, and it aligns with both currency indices as well. And if the dollar comes down, it's an extra confirmation that could benefit the euro a little bit more. I hope that answers your question, my friend. Do you think it's easier to grow bigger accounts than small accounts, as you need more skills to grow a small account to not make any mistake? No, there is no difference. It's just based around your experience in the market. When you have a small account, I would not even consider thinking about money. I would really consider thinking about your skills, your data, your history, your journey, your log files, right? Where you put in all your trades, your journal. And just evaluate yourself after 100 trades. The most important thing is that you stick to one strategy. Don't try to play around too much. Or at least put in the work and do at least 100 trades on one strategy. With that, you can really benefit and learn. When you switch strategies like I did for a long period of time, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose money. You're gonna waste time, like I did. I went from one strategy to another strategy. I took 3 trades on one strategy. I won them. I was like, yes, this is my strategy. Then I lost 1 or 2 after that, and I was like, no, it's not for me. It's not for me. And then I went for a new strategy, and I did that 5 or 6 times. And that's not gonna work. So you need to really focus on one strategy, focus on it, and learn to understand it and to master it. Because every strategy has pluses and minuses, alright? So retail can work beautifully. SMC can work fantastically. It depends how you manage and you master that particular strategy over time. Okay, GU is getting rejected. Didn't broke that high. Gold is lounging, is chilling. US dollar, Canadian dollar is not moving. Euro, Australian dollar is not moving. The most volume we can find right now in maybe the US30. VIX coming up potentially. US30 coming down on a lower time frame. Let's go to the 3 minute. There we go, you see the zone. Okay. Imported lows right here. All right. Yeah, gold right now is absolutely just, this is chilling. It's just lounging here. I'm not actually, look at this consolidation, guys. Let's remove everything for a second. Look at this consolidation here. Look at what you see right now. Okay, this on the 1 minute. If you go to the 5 minute, it's even tighter. This looks like a standard, you know, for people that trade in patterns. This is kind of like what kind of an ascending or symmetrical triangle, or how do you call that? Something in that matter. So that's just all depends on the dollar right now. What's the dollar gonna do? In the end, rejection is right here. Yeah, there is a lot of selling pressure as well. This particular low is the most interesting low, and the reason why we picked this low is because of the equal highs that were built here, equal lows that are underneath. So yeah, because like that, there is some more potential. So that's why I'm saying potential sells below. If the dollar breaks a high, that's the only reason why here. How much did you make yesterday on gold? I made yesterday on gold around 400, but I made another 500 on the US30. But I made a lot of money today on the Euro Japanese yen. On another account. I hope you guys took these trades yesterday. At least gold or you know, USD, one of those. I heard somebody hold the trade and it went into a 200 pip trade for gold as well. Okay, euros trading dollars coming down. Fox and Rose says, I took both. Okay, that's great, that's great. How can you connect? Bro, how can you connect you or any admins? You can open a customer support ticket in our Discord. You can open a beautiful, you know, support ticket. That's the best way to connect us right here. We get back to you very quickly as well. We're gonna do a new giveaway also tomorrow again. Once we are at the 8,000 members, we're growing rapidly, by the way. Once we're at the 8,000 members, we're gonna give away something bigger, something really nice. Hardly, my man. Hope you're doing well. Can you please analyze a pair with SMC setups when you have the time from higher to lower time frame, and how would you take a trade on that analysis? Pick a chart and I will do it for you. If you're looking for it. Okay, that means that the GU should go up as well. Is the dollar dropping or is the dollar going up right now? Let's see what's happening. Okay, euro is in that zone. Euro is in that zone. Okay, let's look at the dollar. Okay, dollar is coming up. Yeah, the gold is making a move as well. That's interesting. Okay, look at the gold euro. It seems it's sweeping the top, ready for a lower low. Euro seems to drop, but has support from another rally maybe. What's your analysis on gold euro? I not really check gold euro a lot, but I will definitely do it for you, man. Especially after that major move from the euro today. Wow, yeah, look at that reaction. Massive pump to the upside. What are you exactly looking for a short, right? If you go to the 12 hour, let's go to the 12 hour. Like, look at the left side first. What's happening on the left? Okay, we're reaching an important zone. Is this an important zone? Yes, it is. Let's go to the 8 hour. 8 hour zone first. There we go. This is an important zone. I would highlight this one. Now I'm looking at maybe the 4. It's definitely the top of that wick. Yeah, okay. You have one here, you have one here. You have two particularly zones right there. We're coming very close to one of these zones. Let's go to lower time frame. Yeah, you're coming very close right now to that zone. Yeah, it depends on the low. It depends on the low. This is really nice, right? You want to see charts like these where there's a lot of expansion, and if you then break a low, it tends to come down very quickly, especially after you tapped in an area of resistance, so resistance level, or an area of supply. So you see something like this, you break it, and then it just comes down. So I like it a lot. I would love to look at it later. Especially when the euro definitely, you know, holds and shows us a little bit more strength. Ardit says, do you use dollar against the yen? Yeah, so if you look on the 2-minute chart, I can already see that we bounced from a particular zone here. I think this is 5-minute chart, by the way. Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay, we're bouncing from probably this zone. And now we're building a lot of liquidity to the upside. It's actually very interesting. It's actually very nice. And there is some more volume coming in now. Okay, this is actually nice. I like it. We have equal highs there. Equal highs built up there as well. This is an important high. Okay, if the dollar breaks this high, number one, which is looking a little bit stronger. Gold it seems like it's not responding the way we want gold to respond at the moment. So we need to look at something that's responding very well. One of these is potentially then pairs correlated to the dollar, or negatively correlated to the dollar. So if the dollar goes up here, we will see probably reaction from the Japanese yen basket getting rejected right now by this particular zone. So let's clean it all up. Not too much noise. Look at this reaction. You saw this reaction. You saw that reaction. You see the same thing happening right now. After that, you broke a low. Important level to break. This was the last low that put in this high. That high is taken out. The low is coming down. So now it's moving down. There's more liquidity built up underneath. If the dollar decides to make a move to the upside, the only logical stop right now is a potential upside potential for the dollar yen. And then going for particularly like this particular range. And there is more volume incoming due to the fact that the yen is coming down. Is looking weaker. We are nearing the London close, I believe. In 30 minutes. So more volume could be coming. And if the dollar right now breaks that high, which it does, and it closes above that high in like 2 minutes, then dollar yen is a good alternative. We equal highs as well, by the way, there. We can definitely go for these highs. Risk reward is at least... Okay. Yeah. That could be interesting. Dollar yen, dollar breaking highs, yen breaking lows after tapping into that zone, after creating a higher high beforehand. So that's a great sign. That's what you want to see. Dollar, yes, it's coming up. It's going to face some significant resistance though. Do take that in consideration. But if the yen is weak, we're looking decent here. So maybe somewhat in that level. What time is the stream tomorrow? Tomorrow will be earlier, like 8 a.m. New York time. Yeah, 8 a.m. New York time. So then we have some charts. We have potentially our trade setups already ready. We have already taken a trade. And then we hold our trade. And then we wait for the Euro interest rate or ECB interest rate decision. And hopefully we are in profit. So we can put our stop loss on break even. And then based on that, we can start trading, and holding our position, potentially making a monster trade. That would be the ideal. That would be the ideal case. So for now, wait for a body closure above dollar. Well, you see me entering if you want to. It's up to you. One hour earlier, yes. And the reason why is because the the time in the US has changed. I think index looks interesting for shorts. Yeah, US30 looks interesting for shorts indeed. I have to agree here. If the VIX comes up, indices come down usually, right? So if you look at the VIX right now, and you see that the VIX is making that move, where it bounces from the zone and looking a little bit stronger. Not too strong, but it's bouncing. Yeah, maybe there's some potential here. Lorenzo, please check long on EURUSD. Lorenzo, please check I'm long on EURUSD. Okay, from where are you long? Let me know. We have a close on the US dollar Japanese yen right now. What's the correlation between the Japanese yen basket and the US dollar Japanese yen? Well, just think about this. The Japanese yen reflects the Japanese yen, or the Japanese yen basket is a reflection of the strength of the Japanese yen. The dollar index is a reflection of the strength of the dollar. So if you see and you understand market structure and you look at both particular individual charts of the dollar basket, Japanese yen basket and the dollar index, you can see, okay, dollar strong, Japanese yen basket weak. Okay, maybe dollar yen long. That's it. That's the correlation. So sometimes there is like a negative correlation, not all the time, but usually there is a negative correlation between the dollar and the yen. Let me know where you entered. Let me know where you entered the euro US dollar if you are in the long right now. Like hopefully you see a bounce from here. That would be the ideal scenario. I like these equal highs there. I like the liquidity that's built up here. I like that bounce that we're seeing from here. I like that the dollar broke that high. I like that the yen broke that internal low. Just need to see a lower low again. And that's it. Then we have our trade. For the dollar yen. After that accumulation here, I see it like wants to make that move. You have these equal highs there, which is a great target because if you break these equal highs, you put your stops on break even. $105.3 for 4 hours long on the euro US dollar. Okay. Okay, you have broken a new low. The dollar is relatively strong right now, so be very careful. There is more downside potential. I don't want to go too deep in the analysis, but I can already see right now that if the euro is is kind of like ranging right now. The euro itself is ranging. It's not doing much. All right, so you can see clearly here. It's actually coming down a little bit. It's not particularly doing a lot right now. So you have to look at the dollar. If the dollar breaks an internal high, yet the euro US dollar breaks a lower low, creates a lower low, and you entered here, I should go out. If you close below it for sure, maybe you can wait for the pullback and get out on break even. That would be ideal, and look for better entry. But it's personal preference here. why don't you place a market order? You place a limit order. Sometimes I place a market, sometimes I place a limit. It depends on where the so let's say, for example, right? You see that the dollar yen right now breaks up, and you see that it closes here. Then I'm gonna enter market. If it closes here, I think it's too far for my entry. I'm not gonna close, and I'm not gonna look for a trade and entry here. I want to wait for the confirmation, but I'm not gonna enter from there. So then I'm forced to look for a limit, and then look for the continuation. It happens that it works many times, so it happens to work a lot. However, you can also do a stop order, but then you have the chance that you see something like this, right? And if you see something like this, you get wicked in, and boom, you're coming down. So I rather than wait for the confirmation, wait for the closure. And if then it's too far away from where I wanted it to come, then I'll wait for a limit and a pullback. But if it's just around there and it closes, and everything aligns from the yen to the dollar, from the structure, from the bounce, from the target, yeah, then I'm just gonna enter the market. So dollar right now is okay. Japanese yen is looking weaker. So internally we broke a low. There we go. We're breaking. This is important right now, guys. We're breaking that low. Dollar coming down. Dollar is stagnating. It's actually coming up. That means dollar yen is coming up. There we go. Boom. That's what I mean with limit. This is the expansion. I'm gonna wait for the closure. That's my personal preference. Sometimes I miss out on trades, but sometimes I catch the right moments. It gives me a much higher win rate overall. So it's again personal preference here. London session was good today, better than New York. Yes, we traded it. EJ was 500 pip trade in total. I exited at 250 pips. I do not count pips usually, but this one was to get an understanding how big that move was. That's the move. That was the move. Sometimes I enter straight away. In this case, I put my entry limit here. But it's personal preference. It's personal preference. Some people enter market right now. Some people enter a stop order. It's personal preference. I personally want to wait right now to the closure, and then I place a limit order, and then I'll look for the reaction continuation. Why does gold pump up while the dollar index pumps up? Yeah, sometimes they're not correlated, negatively correlated. Then you need to look at the stock market. What's the stock market doing? What are the indices doing, for example? Do you think the dollar yen will pull back? I don't know. I can never say it's gonna happen. But it's a perfect example, right? It's a perfect example. There is a beautiful target here, so I would love to, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. Dollar is making big moves, so then gold is indeed reacting. Check gold. Okay, check gold. Check gold. Yen is coming down. Beautiful, by the way. Aha, okay, gold dropping. Equalizer is still there. So who went in the US dollar Japanese yen? If so, congrats. Who went into this trade? In regards to gold, that depends on the dollar right now. I would be patient. You see that the dollar is reaching that important zone right here. Okay, secure yourself already for the US dollar Japanese yen then. Okay, why? I'm saying this is because the dollar is right now in a crucial zone, really crucial zone. I'll show you why. It's right now reaching this particular zone, all right? It's an important level. This is going to cause some resistance. You already see it right now. Look at the 1 minute. Be aware of that. So if you should be in profits. And yeah, secure yourself or take some profits already. I took already out the liquidity here above. Now we have an equalizer underneath. Back to you, you're 100% right. So secure yourself right now. For me personally, it's too late. But for the people that entered on a market order here, secure yourself, take some profits here. It could come up further. Just claim your profit a little bit. All right, take some profits here. I think you guys are in something like this. I think most of you guys somewhere like this here. So it could be already nice scalp. Take some of your profits right now and secure yourself a little bit. Keep in mind that sometimes I enter differently. I have some different rules for myself. Not always. I treat every trade differently. Sometimes I enter market order. Sometimes I enter limit. I've taken so many trades that I kind of understand what to do, but sometimes even me, I miss out on the trade sometimes. It's not that I'm always right either. At least you see that the direction, it went to that direction that we wanted it to go. So you see that we took out these equal highs that were built here. Now we're coming down, but now if you look at the dollar, this is where we have resistance right now. So now you need to close, secure yourself and be patient. Light assets, I took partials already. Okay, great. Tomorrow main refinancing rate, I think euro will go to the moon. I think so that the euro has a big chance to go up tomorrow. Buy limit was removed, yes. Yeah, buy limit was removed due to the dollar, and also the liquidity was already taken out right now. Like, let's say we were here and we came down. Yes, for sure. But if we right now already took out these equal highs, there was an initial first target. Then I will be patient here. Doesn't mean that we're gonna come down now straight away. We can easily still do it. But for the people that enter, I know a lot of you guys, you enter market order, or you directly entered at the breakout, which is fine. Then secure yourself at least a bit. Indices want to drop so bad. Yeah, gold came up here. Right, gold came up towards that zone. Dollar pushing again. Indices want to drop really bad. Let's see. Not really, not yet. Yeah, well, yeah, US 30 maybe. US 30 is looking definitely weaker. US 100 is looking very strong. But it's pushing down a little bit indeed. US 500 is also reacting health. The VIX is right now coming up a little bit. It's bouncing from this zone. That's why you see that reaction. It's actually from this particular area right here. That's why you see that reaction right there. Yeah, you want to break that high. The market today is a tease. Yes, it is. However, I didn't place a limit order, by the way, guys. I removed the limit order. But for you guys to understand, this trade, if you took it on the breakout, yeah, you should have taken some profits at least at the target. Initial target is these equal highs right there. Because now we have taken that zone, and the dollar is in that area of resistance right now. At the 30 minute, you will see what I mean. And that's definitely going to face some significant resistance right there. And the yen is not strong. That's the only thing that's holding it a little bit right here. But it's still trying to push after taking out a new low. Overall, if you look here, still ranging. So that was the first try here. I think some of you guys entered. If you took some minor profits, it was okay. I didn't really understand today's news result. Could you please explain? Yeah, so indeed, you're right. It should have been more bearish. Yet the market does what it wants, so it can easily go into the other direction. And this is what we have seen as well. Yeah, we're over on a ranging market, so we're trying to catch right now a range from bottom to top, and that's it. It's not really trending. So that's the only tools we can play with right now. Fox and Rosa says 30 pips profit. Okay, good. Dean, my man. Fantastic. Have a very good night. Didn't enter. I don't like chasing price. The news really moved markets. PPI not so much. Yeah, London session was very, very good. London session was very, very interesting. The biggest trade of the year. Overall, he's still ranging during the New York right now. Now you see that you kept tapped into that zone. Now you see that gold can make a move to the other direction. So it came down first, and now it's straight away coming back up again. Overall ranging. You want to stay out of gold right now at this particular moment. Look at the US dollar, Canadian dollar, by the way. Look at how it's building right now. Like US dollar, Canadian dollar is absolutely building at this particular moment. Okay, we went back to around the Sunday open. This is where we opened the market this week. 30 minute. Oh, it's actually 15 minute, I think. 15 minute zone, yeah. Okay, 50 minute. Could be even lower. Yeah, look at the US dollar, Canadian dollar, by the way. Dollar is in resistance now. It tapped into this major zone. On the 1 minute, you know what I mean? That's the zone you're looking for. Major resistance. If you break below this high, it's kind of clear where the dollar is going. So you want to break above this previous high, which held the support right now. Or below it. And then the US dollar, Canadian dollar is our final our final potential here for today's stream. Overall liquidity quite ranging today. Lorenzo, Credit Suisse is going to have a liquidity crunch. I heard about it. I heard it. I heard it. I heard it. It's not looking good. The second bank here. Absolutely. Do I need to hold UJ? No, I would secure yourself earlier. Take some profits to break even. I would not hold your US dollar Japanese yen trade. Like the moment you took this liquidity out and you came down, I removed the limit order also because of the dollar coming into that area of dollar coming into this resistance area right now and reacting pretty strong. So yeah, you just want to secure yourself. That's the reason why I removed the buy limit. But there were people that entered here market. They were in profit. They took some profits, secured themselves. If you want to have more information, then I highly recommend you also to look at YouTube, my YouTube channel itself, and look at some videos. Because it's more explained of how we operate and execute. And manage the positions as well. For next time maybe. Gonna be good. So dollar coming down, breaking the low. Canadian dollar to Canadian dollar. Look at all the liquidity that's built up here. This is not looking strong. Canadian dollar is also not looking super strong as well. But it's coming up, making it's making at least a bigger move. Cam, what do you get from the V2 compared to you just watching your videos? We have private live streams. We have a whole series. Multiple different styles. We have prop firm series, SMC video series 1 and 2, A and B. We have events, coaching events. And you enter our beautiful community with a close group of really highly motivated people. Every single day. Okay, US dollar, Canadian dollar. Massive resistance here for the dollar. Dollar yen coming down. Lucifer says, I thought I was watching gold, but I was on the US dollar yen. There we go. No confidence in banking is gold up. I agree. And this is what we saw, right? We saw dollar coming down. We saw the stock market coming down. And we saw gold coming up. So that's very interesting. Because if the stock market is going up and the dollar is coming down, it kind of you understand where the money is going to. So right now you see clearly that's definitely the case. I think our last shot for today is the US dollar, Canadian dollar. And I would say that that's pretty much it for today. We have been ranging pretty much significantly all day, at least all New York session. The majority of price action that we needed was actually during London or late London. Nick says, thanks bro, got some shadow, amazing weeks for 14% up. Thanks to the amazing community and you. Thank you, my bro, wow. Legend, thank you so much, Nick, amazing. Appreciate you, bro. It's probably late in Australia right now. Yeah, GU and US dollar Canadian dollar. I like the US dollar Canadian. I like the liquidity that's built up underneath here. Canadian dollar making moves. Canadian dollar trying to push. If you zoom out here, you understand where we come from. So we came from this zone. We are actually roundabout ranging. And we filled out that gap here. Aha. So we filled out that gap that was set here on a Friday last week. And now we're seeing a reaction from that gap. So this is important. This is good. Dollar is not strong. Dollar has major resistance right now. We have a lot of liquidity built up underneath. We're losing a little bit of volume there. I might go in a short here for the US dollar Canadian dollar. And we're gonna close the stream very soon here. Tomorrow, new giveaway. A new giveaway, of course. Yeah, I will come up with something very beautiful at the, when we're reaching the 8,000 members in our community right now. We're at 7,644. So this is gonna be a big thing. So we're gonna do something big at 8,000. Looking forward to that. Until that moment, every single live stream, we're giving away something. You know, either like $100 or like the magic keys, like an indicator, for example. I'm not a sponsor whatsoever. Or prop firm challenge. At least something. I always have to feel that I always have the feeling that I have to give at least something back. And I like to give as well. I like to do that as well. So I always get a little bit awkward from like donations and stuff. How do you break down oil on this channel? If there is a big chance, or if there is like an opportunity of oil, yes. If I would see an opportunity as well, especially I'm more interested in like swing trading as well. I have a bigger portfolio for swing trading, bigger trades. So I'm actually interested in oil on the higher time frame, but not yet. I want to wait a little bit longer. It has to come down towards, you know, the 60 levels, early 60. But yes, we talk about oil for sure. Bro, what do you think about why Euro had this kind of drop in the price event after the USD? Well, tomorrow we have a major news for Euro that could have something to do with it. Number one, gold had a solid expansion to the upside. That's number two. At the same time, when you look at the 4-hour chart, where did we bounce from? A minor zone in this area. Okay. If you look and you zoom out further, and you zoom out more, you understand that this was that zone where you got rejected from on the Euro index. So from a technical standpoint, look at that. It was not looking good. It was not looking good in general here. So we tapped into that zone on the 4-hour eventually. It was this particular candle right here. Actually, a small candle right here. Right there. We tapped into that zone. Look at that candle. Boom. That was the moment for it to break. From a technical standpoint. And then tomorrow we have the monetary policy interest rate decision. The ECB press conference. Much news coming tomorrow. I think it's very important. the marginal lending facility as well. All of these are super important for the euro. So I would not be surprised if tomorrow, and if the dollar comes down now, for example, that the euro will come up. So yeah, let's see. That there could be a reversal. The fundamental view is what I'm explaining right now. That's just more the reason for the news events here and everything that's happened. And the dollar has been going up. If you look internally into like particular news related events that are a little bit deeper than just the technicals, you can kind of understand that we're also looking at a couple of other very, very important things right here, such as the crisis, the banking crisis that we're seeing right now. And there's one thing that freaks me out a little bit regards to this drop for the euro as well for the future. And that is just, honestly, that's just the digital euro where they're talking about right now. A lot. I see this a lot coming now. Also in news, they're mentioning it, starting to mention it way more than before. The digital euro. The euro is already digital. Practically digital, but that's not the digital they mean. A little bit different digital. Okay, this so far the dollar is holding, has not broken this low. Alviron, cheers my friend, cheers my man. Look at Euro Japanese yen. I think we're just stagnating a little bit. That's what I assume right now by looking at this chart. I think that the euro, and look at the yen right here. I actually think that we're stagnating or coming down a little bit. Yeah, we're coming down. We're still ranging, guys. We're still ranging. Overall in the market, we're still ranging overall. Mother said, did you not make any entry? No, you will see me enter on screen. You will see me entering live on screen. I will always, you always will see when I enter. Indices are dropping, yes. All right, that means the VIX is going up. That means that this is actually good for gold then. Okay, yeah, VIX is coming up. That means that indices are coming down. All right. A lot of people are talking about Bitcoin as well. Is somebody involved in Bitcoin right now? I'm personally, yes. I'm pretty actively involved in the price. You see it's coming down again. Yesterday it made a massive move to the upside. Now it's coming down. Pretty strong. Hope you guys are ready here. And that's actually quite interesting. While gold is now making a move to the upside as well. Bouncing beautifully from this 1 hour zone. Tapping to that area. Safe haven. Gold is going to be strong. Alright, we're looking for small trades to the downside sometimes. for the kind of pullbacks. But overall, we all understand that gold is definitely more bullish here. Okay. So yeah. But I think I'm going to leave it for today, guys, in regards to actual trading right now. I see that this was also not the closure I was looking for with the dollar. Like overall, if you look at the overall market, you see clearly we have been ranging, consolidating all day here, or pretty much the whole New York session. Euro, similar. All right, gold. If you look here on gold, very similar. Just ranging. And we like a little bit more price action, a little bit more volume. Safer for you guys as well, by the way. Okay, also important to mention, same here, same of course for the dollar index as well here. The dollar, only thing that the dollar has done has been trending up, but the other pairs were not in a way reacting that towards the dollar here. Not every day is Christmas indeed. Well, we had the biggest trade of the year today in Discord during the London session, but in this session New York not really. But yesterday, yeah, beautiful. Tomorrow new day, but tomorrow is a big day. Tomorrow we have the interest rate decisions for the euro. So we're going to be tomorrow live before. We're going to be live at 8 AM, New York time. Then we're going to look for trade. Maybe euro related. Then we're going to enter. It depends on the volume in the market. Depends how the market is reacting and so on and so on. We're trying to catch a trade. Secure ourselves. And that's the ideal situation. And then hold our position during the ECB press conference. Take some profits maybe. Hold our position remaining. And then hopefully it goes into our direction. That would be the ideal scenario. We always have to observe the market positively and expect, you know, a good outcome. But that's the idea. So let's see. Let's see tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Gold is trying to push. Gold is actually making a push right now. That's interesting. Euro is kind of stagnating. That means the dollar is coming down right here. Yeah, as long as we're not breaking any bigger structures, I'm going to stay out of the market for now. I think tomorrow will be a little bit of a better day in regards to the trade setups. Like yesterday, for example. Let's just keep looking for more volume. Let's keep looking for the right structures. Do not force any trades because we just want to trade. At least we're managing a portfolio here. We're trying to grow this account. We just want to take the right positions and the right trade setups. Okay? That's how we do it. Alright, so thank you guys so much. I'm going to close down in a second here. For the giveaway, make sure for next time that if you react, that you only react once. It's kind of fair towards the other people as well in the community. And, these giveaways are not going to stop anytime soon here, so... Thank you guys so much with everything here. There we go. What do you have here? All right, Rumor. Thank you, my friend. Mark, Sophia, Victoria. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for, in general, what we do in the community. We're building out the best community, strongest community, the most active community. We're talking so much in Discord every single day. Not just in chat, but in the voice. Also very nice. So I wish you all the best. All the best for today. Take a little rest. Take a little breather. Understand the volume is coming down a little bit. Don't be forced to trade. Tomorrow is the next big day again. Let's be ready for tomorrow's session. And let's make sure that you guys are also ready and had a very good night's sleep. So you can then be ready for the... whoa, my TV almost fell down. For the euro. The euro interest rate monetary policy statement. Alright, thank you guys so much. You guys are legends. Speak to you later.